Mendoza from Fantasy's Hair Salon, and today I'm going to share with you some tips and techniques on how to do evening hairdo. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a division, starting off from the crown area, kind of angled going downwards and behind the ear. And we're going to braid this back section on our crown first. So we're going to braid in an angle, so we're going to grab a little bit of hair from our left and from our right side, and we're slowly going to turn and braid to the left. So I'm going to divide this section into 3. And we're going to braid going to the back. And now that we reach the bottom, we're just going to tie it with an elastic. So now for this front section, we're also going to braid going backwards, but we're going to braid into 2 sections. So we're going to braid this top section first, and then we'll come back to this section later on. And we're going to start our braid kind of not too close to our scalp. It's going to be kind of loose, going backwards once again, all the way directing it to the left. And we're going to tie once again the second braid with an elastic. So for this last section, I'm going to braid very, very loosely once again. And I'm going to start dividing my braid all the way until I get to the back of my ear. That way it can be very loose. And I'm just going to braid the leftover hair going backwards once again and towards the left. Okay, great. So now we're gonna do another braid. So this style is mostly incorporating braids. Braids look awesome, especially when you combine a whole bunch of braids together. Anywhere from 3 to 5 or 10. I mean, they all look amazing, and it gives you different hairstyle each time. So once again, I'm gonna braid, and I'm gonna do a loose braid, probably starting at the end of my ear. I use mostly the end of my ear as a loose braid for a guideline. And then I'm going to braid this time going towards the opposite direction. Okay, great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in my braids, and I'm going to loosen them up. So I'm going to kind of fluff them out and fluff the edges out as well. And now that I'm done with my fluffing, I'm going to bring this bottom braid and bring it through any indentation that you can find through the braid that's right next to it, and slide it through. And then do the same thing with the same braid, once again bringing it through. Now you can just twirl the excess hair and hide it underneath, pinning as you go. So now with my second and my third braid, I'm going to combine them together, and then I'm going to twirl them and twist them, and then hide the excess hair underneath and pin as you go. So now with my last braid, I'm going to just bring it across and over, hide the excess hair, tuck it in, and pin as you go. I'm Mendoza, and I just shared with you some tips and techniques on how to do an evening hairdo.